How's it going, everybody? This is Daniel. You're listening or watching Take the Pictures, which is a storytelling podcast. And we are joined by Ruthless LaLa, who is, I'll say it, the baddest bitch that you know, respectfully. How are you doing tonight, ma'am?
We're here. That's
Uh,
pretty much all I can say without having a mental breakdown. We are here.
well, sending good vibes to you as always. I know you recently had an injury and you're working through coming back from that. I know how tough that can be as a wrestler, kind of being on the sidelines. But hopefully, we'll get to walk through memory lane with you a little bit today, and it'll kind of take away some of that stress and anxiety, and we can have some fun.
Definitely.
Before we get started, where can everybody find you? Where can everybody support you? Most importantly, and yeah, all the information you'd like to share.
You can check me out on X at Ruthless LaLa. Um, you can go on Pro Wrestling Tees and type in Ruthless LaLa or Prolific to get the merch that you see us wearing. You can catch me on Instagram at straight ruthless one STR the number 8 RUTHLESS the number 1,
Mhm.
or you can go check out some of my matches on YouTube. Miss What That Lariat Do, my Twitch, Miss What That Lariat Do, my TikTok is the same, Miss What That Lariat Do. And those are all the ways you can keep in contact with me and keep in contact and see what I have going on.
Awesome. Fun Twitch streams. You're also doing a podcast with Gresham as well, right? From time to time.
So it's my podcast, and like I'm supposed to have on different guests to come by and hang out, but everything kind of got a monkey wrench kind of got thrown in there, with me breaking my hip. So it's been pretty rough, and Gresh has taken of the responsibility of doing it with me because I'm here, but I'm not here. So he's helping me, and just trying to help me keep my head afloat. It's Mondays, every Monday at 8 p.m. It's called "All Shit, Here We Go Again," to
Yeah.
where I focus on independent scene more than the major. Really just vibe and chill, shoot the shit. Really just discuss what grinds our gears. You know what I mean? Kind of like a shoot from the hip kind of concept. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I love it. And if there's anybody I want to hear shoot from the hip, it's going to be Ruthless LaLa. So check that out. We're going to start this one off with a bang. Like I said, I have found pictures. I do my sleuthing. You have quite an extensive picture backlog on Facebook, which is always appreciative. I will say I think that nobody encapsulates the take the pictures like theme more than you do because that's something you've been doing from the very start. Like you're always taking pictures with people you meet, and you've very well documented your journey.
I try. It's not easy sometimes when you meet people that you want to take pictures with, and you got some of the guys and gals. Oh, don't be a fucking mark. It's like, I don't know if I'll ever see these people again.
Yeah,
And they're very cool. So I would like to capture that moment. Which I think that's the thing that we have to start normalizing is taking the pictures, because one day you're here and the next you're gone. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's always to
yeah,
take the pictures,
yeah.
pun intended.
Yeah. There was one with Tracy Smothers, which Tracy's no longer with us, and that's a memory that you have.
Man, it's Tracy, and it's so funny because anytime I would see Tracy, I would see Shad of Crime Time,
Yeah,
him and JTG, and so that was always fun to shoot the shit with those guys and to talk with them and to hang out with them, and like I remember getting Tracy superly stoned before he got to wrestle, and like Soo Young being like, "Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Why would I not do that?" He asked me for it. Like
yeah,
mean, Tracy's mother says, "Hey, can I hit your pen?" You give him the disclaimer and you let him hit the pen. Uh,
So, how was his match?
Great. He had a blast. He had a blast. He was on it. He was suited and booted. You would have thought that he had the cardio and stamina of a 15-year-old.
That's amazing, and also a testament of the wonderful medicinal purposes of marijuana. Uh, but like that's why I love this podcast so much because that picture, you would have thought it was like, oh, she ran into Tracy's mother's, but no, there's a story behind the picture that you're not like telling because maybe you forgot about it or maybe it's not like one of the pivotal moments, but like we're able to kind of uncover some things that maybe you wouldn't hear before. So this first picture, I'm hoping to uncover that. Um, Let me go ahead and just um,
Oh Jesus. So when I talk about short-term goals achieved, this is what I mean. It's the funniest shit ever. I would always say that, no matter who gets in that ring, you get in that ring, you're fucked with me.
yeah,
Man, woman, child, midget, like, and and this picture, god damn it. Um, yeah, man. I was on my little people spree. I guess you could say. I had this thing to where, kicking little people in wrestling was a short-term goal of mine. And I feel like, because how small they are, it's like a short-term goal achieved.
yeah.
So I've had the honor of kicking it. Oh shit, yo, because it's crazy. Because like I did this same exact thing to Masquerita when I fought him,
Mhm.
and so just like that's Honky Kong Junior.
Honky.
Um, Honky Kong Junior. He used to come out with Honky Kong and is a wrestler at RCW River City Wrestling, and it was literally a eight man eight man tag, and like they like tagged him in, and he was just like running amok, and they ended up getting some dudes in the corner, and he ran, and they distracted the ref. He ran and gave him a drop kick straight in the nuts,
Yeah,
and it was just like the guy was on my team, but I was laughing because shit was funny.
yeah,
And then he rolled over and he tagged me in, and like the second he tagged me in, you just hear the crowd like, "Oh!" I said, "Oh, stop it!" I was like, "I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do and just flip out. Like he's fine." Like I
yeah,
was gonna walk away, and I did this sport to kick the shit out of him.
yeah. Is that something that was planned or?
I told him I was gonna kick the shit out of him. Like yo, like it was the first thing ever. 'Cause, like it sounds so bad, but it's not. I don't fucking care. I love him to death, man. Like that's my people's, bro.
Yeah,
I remember seeing him wrestle like some of my other friends. And I remember he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get in the ring with you." I said, "Hey, you get in the ring where you want to. I'll kick the shit out of you." And lo and behold, I keep my
yeah.
word.
How excited were you when you saw that this moment was perfectly captured on?
When I post up this picture again and just let it sit there, people were like, "Yo, why are you such a fucking bully, bro?" I was like, "I'm not." Like,
Yeah.
dude, it's just y'all
First
would have seen the same shit if he was in the ring with y'all. Y'all would have kicked the shit out of him. So like, I'm the bad person. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
amazing. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's how we're starting things off.
That
Um,
brings back a lot of memories. Like that was way back in the day. Like,
yeah.
sheesh.
Yeah, so I've got some oldies and I try to go in chronological order. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So hopefully we'll be kind of telling a little bit of a linear story. But we're kind of going to this one here.
Oh God. So It's funny because my best friend gives me shit about this.
Yeah.
Uh, Isaiah Wolf. Shout out to his punk ass.
Mhm.
Um, he hated this era of
Yeah.
mine. I don't know. Let's know. If I point this way,
You
it's showing
point.
me that I'm pointing at the picture. He
Yeah.
hated this era of me because he was like, "That is a lot of red." He said, "Were you gang banging back in the day?" And I was like, "No, like it's just I love red, yo."
Yeah.
And everybody goes through those phases in life, and this was my phase. This was my out of pocket phase. Anybody who don't know about my tattoos is my forearm tattoos is it says out of pocket. And a lot of people don't recognize that. And if you go look up in the Urban Dictionary, you call somebody out of pocket. The definition they give is when a hoe's out of pocket, you got to put that. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So I got gear, and I called it my out of pocket swag, and it was my red gear, and I only had one pocket on the back. And yo, when he saw that gear, he was like, "If I ever see you with that gear ever again, I'm gonna fucking burn it." Like he hated it. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like, oh Jesus. As much as he hated it, that shit was amazing. But it was my face, man. Like, in Texas is pretty hard on you, you know what I mean, about gear. And you got a lot of vets that try to make sure they overly preach about, having boots, and if you want to be taken serious as a wrestler, you gotta have boots, and shooter shoes is for pussies. And it was so much in Texas back in that day. And
Yeah.
that's crazy for me to say back in the day. And it's like, fuck, bro, like I've been wrestling, and like I hate cage match. Like I appreciate cage match, but I hate it. They just started following my work in 2010, so they just automatically said, hey, this is when she started wrestling. And it's like, no, motherfucker, I started wrestling in 2003. Like,
Yeah.
like so me trying to go into my trying to look more like a wrestler, and trying to make sure I look professional,
Yeah.
and this is with how money was and how money was tight for me. This was the best I could do at that time, so this is pretty much how.
Amazing. I also love the Family Guy shirt as well. I feel like it like makes it.
That's my favorite shirt because it says I'm not it says I chew, I'm allergic to stupid people.
Yeah.
Greatest shirt ever. I gotta get that shirt back because I need to bring that back into rotation.
Yeah. I love it. Bring the pants, but you still have the gear.
You trying to really get me beat up by Wolf? That's crazy. I have one hip right now. I can't
Okay.
gradually like fight this man right now to bring
Maybe
that back.
maybe when you come back, we'll get a little bit of a throwback.
You know what? I'm gonna send him to you because you're
Okay.
saying all this. I'm gonna send him to you for this shit because you're not gonna get me in trouble.
Okay.
Nope.
I'll take the heat for you.
You
Uh,
say that now, but you don't want that. Mm-mm.
all right. So we've got this era. Are you wearing? I can't tell because of the picture, but are you wearing like face paint in it?
So this was my out of pocket swag slash Muda era,
Uh,
where I was really big in face paint and war paint. Going into battle. I was really big into that because like I was really like deep down in the depths of Japan wrestling,
mhm.
and like you couldn't stop me from watching the Great Muda. You couldn't stop me from watching Kenta Kobashi. Like you couldn't stop me from watching Jushin.
Yeah.
Like it's like it just goes on and on and on, and I was just like stuck to Jerry. I'm just looking like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, can you put this on my face? you know,
Yeah. Amazing. If you had to pick one like uh,
like
all Japan match to like, if you only could watch one for the rest of your life, what match would you pick?
from Japan,
Yeah.
only because I feel like I have problems. Um, um, Stan Hansen versus Vader from Japan when he knocked his fucking eye out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. Vader, one of those wrestlers like Batman Bigelow that just was different in Japan. They were great ring like stateside, but like once you got like especially Bam Bigelow, that dude was doing some crazy shit in Japan.
No, no, no. Who was it? No, 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 no. It was my bad. Vader. Vader and Stan Hansen. Not Bam Bam.
No,
I didn't
you
say
said
Bam Bam.
Vader. I was just saying
Okay, so
like
you fucked me up. Okay, bet. It
yeah,
wasn't me.
yeah,
Woo, let's go.
yeah. That's a great pick as well. Um, and I like the gear. I'll take the heat if you bring it back, but that's a choice you'll have to make. This next picture,
You're not
uh,
getting in trouble, brother.
uh, Samoa Joe, former Ring of Honor World Champion. Everybody knows Samoa Joe. Walk us through this picture this time.
I met like this is gonna be like the dopest thing ever, especially if you tag him. It'll be fun to see if he remembers. I met Samoa Joe on MySpace. Uh, the luck that I have. Funniest shit ever. I met Samoa Joe on MySpace. Cool fucking guy. At that time it was MySpace, so I was like, yo, I don't feel like this is the real Samoa Joe talking to me. Like I feel like this is an imposter. And there was a show at the place where I started my wrestling, which was PCW. They was having was it a fucking NGPW? It was NLPW. That's what. NLPW legitimately had a show there, and they was doing a show for Conan
Mhm.
when Conan was sick. And so I remember hitting him up and like, hey, you're gonna be here at the place where I train and like all this stuff. Maybe we can shoot the shit. And he's like, yeah, cool. And I'm thinking, motherfucker, you ain't Samoa Joe. You know what I'm saying? You lying motherfucker. Like I ain't like I'm gonna get there. I'm not even gonna see him. So like legitimately, like he's in the back. He's in the locker room. I
Yeah.
like come in. I shake hands and everything, and I go around. And I'm like, well, it's finally I really feel like I haven't been talking to this guy because it's fucking Samoa Joe. You know what I mean? And I go up to him and hello, sir. Hi. He's like, I know who you are, Tanya. I was like, he's like, you think that was me? I was, not a chance in hell, bro. Not a fucking chance in hell, dude. Like, not one. And shot the shit. Cool fucking person, man. We all went out to Hooters after, and I wanted to pick his brain so much more, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really able to because how he was like moving around and hey, have enough time to get food, airport, so
Yeah.
that picture came from that, and it's so funny because that is massively vintage Lala. That is permed, straightened hair, jam gel, slick sides. Fuck, that's
Yeah.
Jesus. Like I gotta bring my phone up. Like, God, I was so young. That's crazy. Okay,
What year was this, if you don't mind me asking?
Negro. This was shit. What was it? 2004, 2005, I believe.
That's early Joe.
Yeah, this is early, early, early Joe. This is I'm not catching you, and people thought it was a shoot job. Yo, this guy's a dick, man. He's a real asshole, bro. He didn't even catch me. He's like he just walked away.
I never thought of that like when it first started happening, people's reaction, and that's
They thought he was a straight dick, bro. Like, yeah, he's an asshole, bro. Like, dude, like, bro, catch me. Like, fuck you. No. Fuck.
he's a real one for that. Um, I don't know which picture is next, so we're kind of on an adventure here. So we'll hop to the next one here. Okay, yep. This one's fun.
Oh god, I'm about to take a bong hit on this shit. This is
for those who are listening, you can, as always, you can look at the pictures in the description. There's a link, but Teletubby,
This is not live. Like they won't get to see the video.
they will, yeah. But some people listen
Don't
audio,
listen to the fucking audio. Go watch the goddamn video. This shit, you gotta see this fucking picture. Like,
yeah,
fuck, bro. Just like the fact that my name is Lala, and then there's a Teletubby named Lala, and I was working at a Halloween store, and lo and behold, they had Teletubby costumes, and lo and behold, the costume they have, the Lala costume. This was taken in McAllen, Texas, around 2016, 2015. When I was staying in the RGV area. This is when I was working 3 jobs. By 3 jobs, meaning I was wrestling, I was working at the spirit store, and I was also a bouncer down the street at the club that was co-owned, that was owned and co-owned by the owner of the building where I wrestled out of,
uh-huh.
which was the historic scene El Rey. And so they was like, "Come on, Lala, you gotta put it on." I was like, "You bitches better get a picture of this shit, because I'm never doing this shit again." And so
Yeah.
I put the Lala Teletubby costume on, and just like thug life over 9,000. Just oh my god, I'm gonna drink some mango juice on that. It's Jesus.
That's amazing. Lala. I didn't even think that when I saw that, I didn't cross my mind. That makes it even better that it's Lala.
Lala inside of Lala. It's the craziest, stupidest shit ever.
So this next picture is one that you selected. I think it might be the first one that you selected. Oh, the Smojo one was one that you selected here. Um, Can you see it?
Oh, you got quiet as shit. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to talk about it. I'm sorry.
Because you was like, this is the other picture. And I was like, I was waiting for you to like set it up, but that was
Oh,
the setup. Okay, my bad.
yeah, you're good.
So I've known Swan for a very long time. Even before him and Suhe got together, I had been blessed enough to meet Swan. He's a cool guy. And
Yeah.
the first time I met him, this was the first time we met before we just started seeing each other at shows. And I had my white contacts in. And this is when I was also making gear at the time.
Uh-huh.
So this was Kofi Mania, actually. This is when Kofi won the championship.
Mhm.
And when it was in Brooklyn. So legit, I saw him, and I had been a fan of his for the longest. I actually wanted to make his gear, and I was like, "Can I get a picture?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, your fucking eyes is fucking me up right now, bro." And yeah, it was like the coolest shit ever. And honestly, since then, that has been my bro. That
Yeah.
has been like my family. Check on him, get to see him, get to chit chat with him. Anytime we're at CZW together,
Mhm.
he'll grab, because it's like at the place where it's at, it's like a studio upstairs as well. They have like guitars, they have a piano downstairs, and leave it to Swan, he'll get on the piano. We did what did we do? We did Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. And then he would just get the guitar and just start playing stuff. And then sometimes we would just make songs. We made a song about moisturizer. Funniest shit ever. Moisturizer. Yeah, yep. I fucking love Swan. That's the homie. So seeing that where we came from and how cool we've been, this picture really means a lot to me, because you meet a lot of people in your life, and you're thinking that they're going to be cool with you, and then they allow fame to get to them and all that, and they change up. So I have nothing but mad love and respect for Swan, because no matter what, Swan never changed up on me. He's always been family, and he always will be family, respectfully.
One of my favorite things is his entrances in PWG. When he's got the whole crowd fucking dancing and singing along.
He still does that.
Yeah. So definitely a great competitor, a great dude from what I've heard, and a cool story.
He's Mr. All Night Long. Like I got his whole entrance down. especially like when you come out to the all night long and he do the hand clap,
Yeah.
and then like when he start taking the jacket off, yo, I be so in my zone and everything, and then like when he watches me wrestle, and I come back and so he's like, yo, I was jamming, my last stroke just went viral, yo, like I love that dude, like I love Swan.
Yeah. You mentioned you vaguely mentioned Kendrick Lamar. Do you have a take on the madness that he has released onto the world over the last few weeks?
It's not madness. It's
It's amazing.
I've been saying this for the longest. It is pull up season.
Yeah.
It is pull up season. It is real nigga pull up season. Uh, uh, in That's exactly what he did. He pulled out receipts,
Yeah.
and people don't want to believe it, and all this, and it's oh well, it's like I don't even pay attention to music like that. Like I stopped listening to music when music stopped being music a long time ago. You feel me? If it wasn't for people like for me, Tech Nine, Jordan Lucas, Busta Rhymes, Twister, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole out here still, doing what they're doing, Eminem. Like I wouldn't did I say Jordan Lucas? Okay.
You
I
did.
wouldn't give a flying fuck. I'm glad I've been able to get um who Teddy Swims is. I learned who Teddy Swims is, which is amazing. Rag and Bone Man. Like I've been able to, meet some new artists, but it's like artists is like in R&B and shit like that, nothing of, this sort. So
Mm, yeah. Teddy Swims is great. Definitely a throwback. But yeah. Do you have a favorite diss track?
the one that he did
Yeah, out of the ones he released.
is it's gonna be they not like us.
Yeah, I agree. That's
Because
what.
the cadence and the beat, like everything is like a perfect love song, to be honest. Like I know it's a diss track, but
Yeah,
just how everything was put together so beautifully, like sometimes motherfuckers will do a diss track and it's like the bars are great, but everything else is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like, the beat is great and the lyrics are dog shit. And like this is bow, 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 like A
yeah,
minor. They not like us. A, they like, oh, they ain't like us bitches.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, that was definitely. I mean, they're all good, but that one's definitely like he put his shit into that one. And this next picture, segue here. You put all your shit into this one. I'm gonna guess. Up, yeah. So
Oh man.
one that I picked, New Jack.
Um,
He gets a bad rap, but everything that I've heard from people that have actually met him is that he's that dude.
I try not to get emotional when it comes to this guy. But man, I miss him so much. Uh New Jack, aka Jerome Young, was one of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met. I was able to call him uh to be blessed enough to call him Uncle New Jack. Um, it was the dopest shit ever. We did a podcast with him, but I'm so mad we didn't get to do it, and time got so fucked up, and we couldn't do it. But he was so fucking cool, man. And like getting to hang out with him at shows, like when I finally was able to hang out with him at shows, oh my god, the fucking goofy ass, stupid ass jokes, and just like, like everybody knows that, New Jack did cocaine and, took pills and everything of that sort. So it wasn't something that was surprising. What was surprising is when he was in the locker room and he was trying to like he was getting ready to take the pills. And like all his friends and companions is around. And, hey man, to make sure when you take these, like, hey, you do this, and you just see his face go from the. And I'm just looking like, this is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well at all. And he's like, motherfucker, don't tell me how to take my motherfucking pills in my increments. And yo, I just died. I
Yeah,
just fucking died, dude. He's like, and he was like, back us up. I was like, I'm not backing y'all up on shit. I was
yeah,
like, I said, no offense, Unc, but this is what this man does, like, on a regular basis. I'm not gonna tell a man, like, he knows what fucking increments he's taking. Like, I'm not, no, just,
You can't tell New Jack how to
Unc,
do.
yes. Are you okay? Yes. Can you see straight? Yes. Nigga, if you feel like you can't feel shit, let me know. Got you. Cool. I'm gonna go downstairs and get me something to drink.
Yeah.
He's fine. And this is actually after a match he had. He beat a motherfucker with a Herbert Hoover vacuum, like the
Yeah.
ones with the whirlwind in the front, and that shit. I love him to death, but fuck out of here. No, nope, nope. I could truthfully say that New Jack was somebody that if I had to fight, I would, because I know how to listen
Uh-huh.
and I know how to do what I'm supposed to do to not get fucked up. But nah, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. I'd rather tackle with him and fuck some people up than to like if I had to prove a point, by trying to make a name for myself, how I've been doing, throughout my wrestling career by going to go pick on the motherfucker that nobody wants to wrestle, it'd have been him. If I had to, yeah, I would have. Like, yo, Unc, I love you, but people think I'm pussy out here, so I gotta fight the biggest motherfucker.
Look in the yard.
Just we gotta fight, Unc. You know what I'm saying? So I had a blessing, and it was a blessing and an honor to become cool with Jerome Young. It sucks he's not here no more, man. I was so sad. Like I was so sad when I found out he was gone. Um, but New Jack was a true definition of fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Uh, this is his job, and this is how I feel, and this is why, like, I'm glad that I've still been able to, keep my professionalism and not cut a motherfucker like he did. Um, you know, um, like this business is, you know, it ain't fake. You know what I'm saying? It's a controlled contact sport that you can lose your life to, that you can get hurt as you see, you know what I'm saying, and be out of an income. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for a motherfucker to just get in the ring and not take this shit serious and thinking this shit is fake and I can just do whatever the fuck I want to. Like, no, bro, there's consequences. You feel me? And that was the thing about it. Like, New Jack wasn't a bad wrestler. He just didn't do the bullshit. And he showed you off the rip how he didn't do the didn't rock with the bullshit. You
Yeah.
feel me? So, what you seen is what you got. He was never nothing that he was always what he was trying to be. You feel me? He never pretended to be something that he wasn't.
Yeah. I
And
always
that's
like
something.
anytime I could get a chance to kind of show, because based off what you hear on New Jack, like I always like to show the other side of him, because so many people I've talked to have had great experiences, and he was a great guy. So
Yeah,
happy.
man, and he got to watch me wrestle. And I remember he was just like, you gotta just beat up these bitches more. And I was like, I got you, I got you. He's like, just fuck them. Fuck them. They don't want to listen. Fuck them. It's like,
Amazing. Good old New Jack. This next picture, we talked about Su Young already, but this is a pretty dominant duo, I would say. This is
this
all.
is Young and Ruthless. That is our tag team name, Young and Ruthless. We are still the current longest reigning WSU World Tag Team Champions. We still have the belts. We still carry them around. Let me rephrase that. My best friend, Isaiah, has my belt because, with me going back and forth from New York to Texas, the belts are heavy, bro. And trying to take them back and forth, like, fuck that. So,
Yeah.
like, I let him hold it while I went home, and he won't give the belt back. He says, now we are champions, meaning me, him, and Su Young are the WSU World Tag Team
Yeah. Free bird rules.
Champions. Yeah, he did pretty much just did that shit. So I was like, all right. Me and Sue, this picture was from I was supposed to be becoming the WSU women's champion, but shit subject to change.
Mm.
Cards always subject to change. I was given the opportunity to win some tag team gold, and I was asked to pick a tag team partner. Well, for people who don't know, like I said, me and Sue, I've known Sue for almost damn near as long as I've been in wrestling.
Mhm.
And so me and her had always talked about if we ever tagged up, our name would be Young and Ruthless because we just on that thuggish shit, and there was a Anarchy Championship Wrestling. She wrestled Angel Blue in a ladder match, and she asked if I would be in her corner, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, bro!" So we came out to 3-6 Mafia and Ski Mask and Fake Money, like coming out of our shirts and shit to make it look like we was balling out of control. But it was a big money, so you could tell it wasn't real money. But fuck it, everybody was with it.
Yeah.
And we had the blast. We did Chicken Chain where I put her on my shoulders and Blue got up on her dude's shoulders and they chain wrestled at
That's
the
amazing.
top.
Yeah.
So yes, we can get Starbucks in the morning. My niece.
It's an important question. It's like it was important for her to ask, so I don't
No,
blame
I got her. Because I got us like, yep,
you.
we
Yeah.
can get Starbucks in the morning because she texted me. And so I said, hey, we're my tag team partner. She's like, bitch, yes. So Young and Ruthless, fuck yeah. And it was our finisher was a Saito into a lariat.
Oh hell yeah.
And Young and Ruthless, man. And we was getting ready to fuck up all the church's money, and then shit happened with WSU, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna still take it around. I'm gonna still represent." I said, "Shit, so the fucking mom." She's like, "Bet we'll get together and defend these hoes." I was like, "A bet." She's like, "Bet." And so that's been my boo boo forever. Still to this day, I love her. And yes, Young and Ruthless will be taking bookings when I return. Ah, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you guys wrestle in North Carolina. For anybody watching that
Fuck
has
yeah. And the thing about it, we wrestled in North Carolina. We just didn't wrestle in North Carolina as a team because we both worked Queens of Combat.
Mhm.
And so, we was always on the same shows, just never working with each other to beat up each other, or beat up other people until WSU. So
Yeah. Well, those belts will be defended again. And I'm looking forward to it. This next picture, um,
oh, okay. So Simon Gotch is a very dear friend of mine.
yeah.
I love him to death. I'm pretty sure when this goes on Instagram, he's gonna heart it. I love this guy. I met him at WrestleCade. Shit. 2017, I believe. Fuck. It was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
Anywho, first time I met him, we became automatically cool, and we took a picture to where it looked like he was about to give me a Saito. Uh, and then I picked him up, and he was like, "Holy shit!" He's like, "You're fucking strong." I was like, "Yeah, I try." So we made it our duty to every time we see each other, we would always pick each other up and just be goofy as shit.
Yeah.
Uh, he's always been a great friend of mine. There's been times to where I just be really in a rut, and he would hit me up and give me words of encouragement. Simon Gotch gets a bad rep as well. You know, for he's an asshole. He's just an honest asshole. That's all. If you're not used to having honesty around you and you're used to people telling you what you want to hear, so what you need to hear, he could be misconstrued because he's just a blunt asshole. It's a cool blunt asshole, but hey, it is what it is, And I have nothing but respect and love for the guy because he's cool as shit. That's why when people like just do the most, oh, well, he's racist. Well, that's not possible. I'm one of his friends, so he can't be racist.
Yeah.
He can't. Like, I'd have put a stop to that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm saying it and I'm laughing because I'm just like, yo, like I wouldn't give a fuck who you are. But like, hey, why you being racist, bro? Are we racist? No? You sure? All right, just checking.
Mhm.
Just sure. So yeah. So this was actually at a Battle Club Pro. I haven't seen him in years, and I mean years. And this was the show where he was wrestling. A second, Steve Pena.
Mhm.
So when I walk in and I saw him, he just, La. I was like, Simon, and greatest shit ever, bro. People be looking at us like we go back. This is my homie, And then I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I'm really showing my age. I'm really old as shit. Ha, fuck. So I'm gonna take this picture. I want to see if I still got it. Let's go, bet. And so we make it our duty to every time when we're together, we take those pictures to see if we still got it. The day you see us taking a picture by each other and we're just like, like it's a normal picture, that's when we're old and we're not picking up each other anymore.
That's amazing. Um, yeah, that's I love it. Everything about that picture is fun. Um,
My
the
homie, man. I love him to death, bro.
that also looks like a pretty nice locker room. As far as locker rooms go, nice space.
And if you look, it's Rayhan's punk ass right there to the left.
I was gonna ask, yeah, I thought that was Rayhan, but I didn't want to.
Yep, that's his goofy ass right there.
I love Rayhan. We had him on last episode. It was one of my
There's a
favorites.
lot of shit going on in this picture. Now I'm gonna get off of here with you and go and look at this picture again. Like, yo, who are all these people in this picture?
It's like a highlights magazine. Um, Speaking of highlights, this next picture is a highlight of your career, I'm sure. When you got to go over to Germany, uh, I would like to say thank you for wearing the same shirt in this picture. For the continuality. I don't think that's the right word. But
Wasn't even trying to do it on purpose. Make sure you tag him in this too, especially if you put it on Facebook. Um, I am a huge fan, and I will forever be a huge fan, and will forever support White Mike. That's my boy. That's been my boy for a very long time. Um, it'll never change. And this T-shirt, I loved it so much because it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one.
yeah,
And I told him like, "Yo, motherfucker, I'm taking your shit overseas with me, and I'm gonna wear this." Yes, and being able to. My dreams have always been to go overseas and represent the United States and show that what we have to bring to the table in a different state, and it's to get signed and it's to go to Japan. Well, I've every long-term goal that I wanted to do, I've done,
mhm,
except go over to Japan and get a contract as of yet.
yeah,
It's going to happen. So to go overseas, and not to just go overseas, but to go overseas with my best friend and to take titles and make them world titles and to just show out, even though my HS flared up while I was there. The second I got overseas, like the thing that people don't know, I'm massively hard on myself. Like, wrestlers are hard on themselves. I'm wrestling hard on myself because, I have two illnesses. I have fibroids on my uterus and I have a chronic skin disease that fucks me up because I have a immune system that's overly productive.
mhm,
Um, and all these things fuck me up and put me to the point to where I can't move, I can't do anything.
mhm,
So imagine how I feel paying all this money and getting this opportunity and getting these sponsorships to go overseas to wrestle, and then I get sick.
yeah,
And I can't really fully enjoy everything how I want to. I can't get in the ring and work out how I want to. Like I can't really do anything of how I want to because of how everything is. So it was just like a damn, bro. Now I'm sad. But because I had my best friend there with me and he was constantly, you know, keeping me positive, and him and Aaron. Those are my guys. Overseas, Wolf and Aaron, like those are my guys. Like we stuck together like peas and carrots. You could have called us like the crew from Forrest Gump. Like we
Yeah.
stuck together, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So yeah, it was a this picture meant a lot to me because I always wanted to wrestle at WXW, and to get the opportunity to was something that was mind boggling. Like I was massively honored and blessed to have my best friend by my side and us going representing not only CZW but the United States and showing them what we had to bring to the table. And that was something that was amazing and an experience that I'll never forget.
Yeah. What did you like besides the wrestling? Like, how did you enjoy Germany?
Bro, the German beer is ridiculous. It is not like here. Let me say that right now. Germany legitimately could sing "They Not Like Us" and be talking about the United States, and they would be 100% accurate. I do not eat McDonald's here. You know what I'm saying? At all, because it's not real food how it used to be anymore. You feel me? It's just
Yeah.
not. So over there, like, yo, I had to get me a Royale with cheese, and the only place you get a Royale with cheese is at fucking McDonald's. And lo and behold, sweet baby Jesus, like I could taste the cow when I ate the. Like I heard a moo when I bit into the burger, and I was just like, "Oh, this is so premium." I could have did like a Chewbacca, like I was excited. It was the food was amazing. I got to go to Amsterdam. We got to go to Amsterdam.
Okay.
So we got to go to Amsterdam. We got to see the red light district during the daytime.
Uh-huh.
Oh my fucking god! Like yo, just seeing naked women, like seeing butt ass naked women as you're walking, just up on the door. Like when someone was like eating, like one was eating a sandwich, a Subway sandwich, and one was just on the phone. And like it just got to the point to where like me and Wolf should start making jokes. It's like he's like, I bet you she's on the phone talking to her child right now who's doing homeschool. You better be doing your work. I was like, ah. Then the other one had a sandwich, and I was just like, yep, she's on break. Yo, it was we got to go to then we got to go to Cologne, Germany.
Mm.
And we got to see the cathedral, and we got to walk around and take pictures with our belts and stuff. And just like really, experience Germany. And it was fun. The train rides were hilarious because we ended up meeting people on our way to Amsterdam and started jamming with them. And then they turned on John Legend. They loved all of me. And yeah, if you go look on Isaiah Wolf's shit on his post, you'll see he recorded it, and they was, and I give you all of me. So
Amazing.
yeah, that was definitely a fun experience. We had a blast.
Awesome. Yeah. I want to go to Germany now. Speaking of a blast, this next picture seems like something out of a 80s magazine or a movie cover from the 80s.
Oh my god! So Danny Jordan and Ashton Starr are fucking amazing individuals who don't get their flowers enough, and they should definitely be talked about and should be in more conversations, and their name should be spoken in more room of opportunities than what it has been. I've been blessed enough to know these two for a very long time. For the time that I was staying in Georgia, I was blessed to work Danny Jordan action wrestling at a St. Patrick's Day parade. And I've been cool with Ashton for a very long time. That's like my little boo boo. And I always was on shows with Ashton in Georgia. So that was my nickel. And so this was actually at an action wrestling show.
Uh,
And they was taking pictures, and this was actually when we decided to, this was the same photo shoot where we made fun of AC Max photo shoots and photobombed those.
mhm.
We photobombed his title promo shots, which was the greatest shit ever. I still have those pictures too. Like, it's funnest shit ever. We pointing at him and it's just like,
Mhm.
he stank. Like, yo, just a great yo, we ain't shit. Man, we were just about having fun, yo. And I was like, yo, let's take some gangster pictures.
Mhm.
And this is what we produced. This is one of the pictures
This is amazing.
we produced for the gangster picture. This is like a picture. This is like a picture that would be in a frame in the house of Family Matters. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Like, you
100%.
just see Laura and Eddie walk past and it's like, oh, who that? Auntie Ruthless, and just keep walking.
Yeah. This is a picture that was definitely would have been taken at a JC Penney, right?
Definitely JC Penney's.
Yeah.
Definitely, yo.
Amazing. Yeah, I saw that and I had to snag it. I agree with you on both of those. Definitely needing the roses. Is it roses? Flowers. Roses can be flowers. I'm half right. Um,
Yes.
this next picture, a lot of gold in this picture. Or Chris.
Ah. Oh my God. Okay. So I feel like this is gonna be tagged too. I feel like you're gonna tag these two in it too. That's fine. Cause also two individuals that should massively get their flowers, and they somewhat get them, but not how they should truly get them.
Yeah,
I've known, let's start with this man over here. God damn it, here.
yeah,
Um, I've known Shane Taylor for a while. Even before he relocated from Ohio, uh when he had the murder club. Um, you're going way back. Um, Shane has always been a great person to me. He has always been like family. He has always been a good person. And throughout all the years that I've known Shane, through everything that Shane has accomplished, not one time has Shane changed up, you know, at all. And that's one thing that I can truthfully respect and appreciate. He's always been the bro, and nothing but mad love and respect for him. I'm proud of everything that he has accomplished thus far.
yeah,
He's still just getting started,
yeah,
and it's going to be great to sit back and watch him create and cook. Rev Run is also somebody who should not be slept on. Um, Rev Run is somebody, he used to be newscaster. Like, this guy used to be on the news. You feel me? I know, like, I've known him since he used to work for the news before he, left. And just to see how much he's grown and he's evolved, it's an honor and a pleasure within itself. The Reverend is somebody you definitely don't want to count out. So you definitely want to keep your eyes on him, because no brakes. Both of these individuals have all gas, no brakes. I'm not saying they're gassy,
yeah.
meaning they got their foot, they got their foot on the pedal, and no brakes, no brakes at all. Straight octane. So
I
yeah.
I've got to say there are way too many old white men on that wall.
Okay, so this yo, this is not me. This is just the venue that we're at, yo. Just
Yeah,
the
yo,
venue we're at.
but if I walked in and I was like, "That's way too many white guys. I need to get out of here." And then you've got the American flag and a cross next to it. I was like,
Yo, every time I go in there and they look at me and they're happy, I'm cool. You feel me? Like, look, They see me, they don't bother me, they're happy. Other
Yeah.
people get treated like shit, but hey, me and my crew, we're Gucci, so I'd be like, so yeah, I get it.
Awesome. And then you've got that WSU belt that we talked about earlier with Sue Young, uh,
Yes.
representing
So
for.
this was the WSU belt, and at the time when I was the Bree Combination Wrestling uh women's champion.
Awesome. I love how wrestling belts, especially on the independents, are always just like kind of belts from WWE, but switched up a little bit.
Yeah, you have to switch it up, man. Everybody can't like the indies can't have a walking around having a goddamn WWE championship belt, bro. Like just like
Some do.
no,
What
just
are your What are your thoughts on the fantasy football belts?
I have no problem with that because at least I feel like that is another way to make money. You feel me? And also, people who are diehard wrestling and sport
Yeah,
fans, get it fucking together. Sport fans, and you can just bring it together and I can have a belt because
yeah.
I fuck with wrestling and it's my team. Yes.
I
Hell, all honestly, people gonna come for me. I don't give a fuck. They can suck my left
yeah.
titty. Shit. This should be a amazing thing for Dallas Cowboy fans and Detroit Lions. Like shit. Like they may never win a Super Bowl again. You know what I'm saying? So like at least they got a goddamn championship belt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I said
was
what I said. I said what the fuck I said.
I was more so talking about, I don't know if you've seen the belts that promotions get from the fantasy football websites. They're like the same belts where they just have like the logo printed on the front of them.
No,
Let me see if I can pull one up for you.
don't do that. I
Yeah,
mean, I know you're gonna do it, but
yeah. Like I get it sometimes. Like maybe if it's a placeholder, but if you're my thing is if you're not gonna do it right, don't do it at all. And I think that's something that a lot of people in wrestling could learn. Um,
this is true.
where are they? So they're like these belts, like where they have like the custom logo on there and everything, and they all look the same. You can get like whatever logo you want on them. Yeah, I didn't know if that's it's common around here. I don't know if it's common up north for you, but if
Yeah, no, I've seen those. I fuck, bro. I've fucking
yeah,
seen them.
yeah.
All I can say is like, fuck, bro. Like, what's wrong? I fucking seen them, bro. What I fucking seen them, man. Shit.
All right. Well, these belts right here are nothing like that, though. Very, very.
Nothing. They not like us. Do you?
So this next picture, you
Oh my god. These. You coming out with these gems, bro. Um. All right. This was when I was on the verge of beating melanoma skin cancer. Actually. Um. So this was I was in the Rio Grande Valley. Um. I have been watching Pentagon and Phoenix for a very long time. Lucha Underground I was glued.
Mhm.
You couldn't pry me away from Lucha Underground for no money in the world. Like
Yeah.
none. Like, hey, move. No. Why? Motherfucker, I'm watching Lucha Underground, bro. Man, you can wait and you can shut the fuck up. That's what you can do. Nickel. Uh so um I was I was going into stage 4 of my melanoma, and I almost lost my life trying to not go to the hospital and get checked out. And I was out for a while, and when I was coming back, just rolling around. And when I finally got out the hospital, to see what I could do, I did the Pentagon in Phoenix an Oriental seminar. Unfortunately, the problem that Pentagon was having with his visa at the time, he wasn't going to make it until the day of the show. But
Mm,
Phoenix was still able to be there. So, I got to learn some advanced lucha from Phoenix and another luchador named Oriental, both of them sweethearts. Was able to like learn from Phoenix without the mask, like
yeah.
they took their mask off, and we got to learn. We just got to like for me, it wasn't even like learning from students or learning from a teacher. It was just like hanging out with friends, bro, and just shooting the shit, wrestling style. You know what I mean? And it was something that was so amazing, bro. I had so much fun. And then I remember um them putting together to where them asking me, hey, did I want to be Phoenix manager as he wrestled his brother
Mm,
Penta for the Perro del Mas championship. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Yeah. And it was so weird because during that time I was more of a Pentagon fan than I was a Phoenix. So
yeah.
I wanted to come out with Pentagon, but then I was like, nah, I get it. Um and so Pentagon actually auctioned off one of his masks, and all the proceeds went to me to help with medical bills and all that stuff. And I was truthfully honored with that. Um, that was like something that I was just like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
these
very
guys
nice.
are cool as shit.
Yeah.
So they're talking about their match, and not one time has anybody said anything to me or called anything with me. So I'm like, hey, I guess I'm just gonna be here, you know. So we go down, and mind you, I didn't even know it was his music. He came out to Dr. Dre, and I was just like, "Oh, that's us. Okay, cool, bet." And so this came about where Pentagon was beating the shit out of his brother, and I'm cheering Animo, Animo. Uh, so he hits him. And I said, "Get up, bro, fight back." And he turns around and he starts walking to me. Now, for everybody else who's seen it, the videos on YouTube, for everybody else who's seen it, you can see it happening really fast. For them, for me, it was happening in the speed of Sherlock Holmes when
Oh,
everything slowed down to where you analyze. It was like, okay, two things are gonna happen. One, you can run away when he gets closer to you, and you can never go by Ruthless ever again. Or you can stand your ground and 9 times out of 10 get super kicked in the face. Fuck it, we just gonna get super kicked in the face because I ain't pussy. Bet. And got in my face. Like, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. He pushed me, and I turned my head thinking that when I turned back around, I was gonna take a super kick. And when I turned back around, he Ciedo, miedo. And the fangirl in me was, but I was gangster on the outside, like shit. I don't give a fuck about your Ciedo metal, bro.
yeah.
So, so this was the face off before he pushed me. Uh, and he got in my face when I was cheering for Phoenix, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care how you feel,
Yeah.
And so it's so funny because I just now saw him. It's been about that was in 2016, 2000, yeah, 2016, 2017, no, 2015. It was back there. It's been like about 6 to 7 years. And so I haven't been able to see him or Phoenix in a long time. So he was at Hawk. He wrestled oh, that's right. He wrestled Santana for the championship. And I went there in the back before the show started. I went there in the back, and My homeboy is like, I got you. And I was like, I just want to say hi, see if he remembers me. Went in the back, shook his hand, like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, hey. And then he's like, thank you for calling me. And I was like, you don't remember me, do you? And he stopped and he looked at me. He was like, wait, 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 wait. And I started going on my phone. He's like, wait, wait. Ah, like you just see him trying to wreck his brain. And then he finally figured it out. He looked at me and he was like, la la. Like, yo, that was my peoples, man. Like we caught
Yeah.
up, we talked, and like he's like, how long? It's like it's been like 6, 7 years, bro. He's like, damn, like yeah, it was the greatest shit ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like Pentagon is like he's an amazing person, man. Like he's cool as hell. Um he's just a good person inside and outside that ring, man. Um so once again, flowers and nothing but mad love and respect to Pentagon. Like he's so cool.
And his Lucha Underground reign, where he was just fucking breaking arms.
Yo, he was just fucking people up, son. Just
Yeah.
you get a broken arm. You get a broken arm. Yo, he was like the Oprah of Lucha Underground.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Always cool to find out people that you see like on TV are actually cool people. Good to hear that. Uh, Speaking of good people, somebody we're both familiar with, somebody who's fucking popping off in WWE, Jay Malachi, Javon Evans. Um,
And I know he's gonna see this too. So like I'm really excited about this to say this. I text him all the time. Like, he hit me up here when I got hurt. And
mhm.
oh, try not to cry. Uh he hit me up and sent me a lot of good words of encouragement because, you know, ouch. Um, I just try to be a genuine person because that's just who I am. And I want people that I meet in this business to know that there's actually genuine people out here that gives a fuck about you and your well-being, not trying to become cool with you to go around and say, hey, I know Jay Malachi or I know Javon Evans, for clout or anything. Just literally just wanting to be there for people and be like, hey, I fucks with you and you're gonna be great. And just know I got your back and I'm here for you no matter what. So to have him just, check on me and send me words of encouragement, it meant the most to me because like I'm not doing good at all. Like I wish I could, like even the other interviews that I've done, I wish I could answer people when they say, "Hey, how you doing, La La?" And I can be like, "Hey, I'm doing good. We're in great spirits. Everything is good." But it's not. Like I'm horrible right now mentally. I'm miserable. There's so much doubt that makes me feel like I'm not coming back. Trying to adjust to having a broken hip is a lot. Um, I'm used to being able to move around and do stuff. I can't even stand up for 5 minutes, and that's a lot to like learn how to rewalk. It's a lot. And to just have him reach out to me and like he doesn't know how much like that helped me get through that day because I was just so disconnected and checked out. And he's always rocked with me. He ain't changed up on me. Like as long as I've known Jay, I've always told him like that was the show where him and Bounty Keith was there. And I've known Bounty Keith as well his whole wrestling career. Like I used to beat this kid up before he got into wrestling, and he was just a wrestling security guy.
Yeah.
Um, and I told both of them the day that I took this picture, I was like, "Yo, y'all, like the TV is not ready for y'all, man. And it's gonna be beautiful to watch y'all do y'all thing." And he's like, "Oh, Auntie, I appreciate it." And, and they always stayed humble and be like, "We gonna see." I said, "I know so." I
Yeah.
said, "My manifestation's been on some shit. And I ain't been wrong yet."
Yeah.
And to just see them, honestly, to watch him and Illa, beautiful. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was so proud because like that was just right after the dude online, calling him a slave and everything, and everybody attacked that dude and went in, including myself. Like
Yeah.
I called him the albino from Powder. I ain't fuck. Like you know, and the way when he said open challenge and just the way he inserted himself, like chef's kiss, man. And it was just beautiful. And a lot of people didn't understand and get it. I was like, yo, Shawn Michaels is doing an amazing job because just to show y'all why Javon Evans is that dude, why he's the OG, the legit. We're gonna put him against Illa and show you how bad he is. You
Yeah.
feel me? And it was beautiful. Like him losing wasn't like, oh my God, Javon Evans is not a good wrestler, or anything of that sort. It was like, yo, that match cooked. Point
Mhm.
blank. Match was Gucci. Like hell, even had me like, oh shit. Oh shit, he gonna beat him. Oh
Yeah.
shit, he gonna take the belt from Illa. He could do it. Oh, I'm like, yo. And then just the way, like, and mad shout out to Illa. I like the way Illa does his shit after his matches, and that's the one of the things of how I always tried to be, just depending on how people were. It's like, yo, this shit ain't personal, it's business. And if I can get in this ring with you and we could proceed to beat the shit out of each other, and we're good, and we walk away, and you give me a fight of a lifetime, yeah, I'm gonna shake your fucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Because respect, bro. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how my match was. No, my last match was, but to just see Javon shine like the young king that he is, he deserves it, man.
Yeah.
And he keeps cooking. Like I truthfully believe that the matches that people want to see with him and Ricochet and him and Wesley, like, and shit, even him and Dragon Lee, like, I could see this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit gonna be nice when it happens. Like, that shit gonna slap hard as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. I would like to see, Logan Paul try to talk his shit and get fucked up by, Javon in fucking NXT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, I would like to see that because I believe, whether people like him or not, you know, Logan can move.
Mhm.
And just how he's wrestling and to see him and Javon go at it would be a nice doozy, as well as watching him and Ricochet. That'd be like I believe somebody put it out. Ricochet versus Javon Evans versus Wesley in a triple threat, and it's
Oh,
like
that'd go hard.
that's gonna go massively stupid.
Mhm.
Uh, and I put this picture up because his birthday has just passed, and once again I've been blessed enough to get around my nephew and take the pictures, pun intended,
Yeah.
and be able to have them and be like, haha, can't nobody be like, oh, you just riding, you're just on the train. No, I've been on the
Yeah.
train a very long time,
Yeah.
very long time, like very very long time, so I wasn't expecting him to say anything when I did, put it up, happy birthday to him. I just wanted him to know that, even though I be texting him and sometimes he gets it late, like Auntie be watching and I'd be massively proud to be screaming at the TV, lose my whole fucking voice. And he responded and everybody's like, holy shit. Yo, got like I looked at it and like it was like damn near like 5,000 views just over him saying, Auntie, I love you, I appreciate it. I'm like, yo, like
Yeah.
now chill. Like it's just my nephew, man. Like and it's like I don't. It's not about the boasting for me. Like if I post up a picture with people, like I'm posting up a picture because I've been blessed enough to meet them and to get to know them personally. Outside of a wrestling level. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody is comfortable enough with you to allow you into their personal world outside of wrestling, that's a big fucking thing. So this picture and our bond and our family
Mhm.
our family ship and just how we are, like, massively overly proud of this guy. I love him to death, and I can't wait to continue to watch him cook.
Oh yeah, next big thing. It's so cool to see everybody else see what we've all been seeing forever. So,
Definitely.
but yeah, super excited for him. He's always been super nice to us. Like, yeah, great dude. This next picture uh, kind of looks like a Spice Girls cover photo.
So there's so much going on in this picture. You have Rich Swan and Paul London behind us, unintentionally photoshopping. Um, you have La Rosa Negra. You have Maserati. You have Hollywood J. And you got myself with these dope ass wolf ears that I got
Mhm.
off of Timu that you can't tell me nothing about. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Like Lala, huh? Can't tell me nothing. Nope,
Mhm.
not one word. So this was WrestleMania weekend, and the girls came to the CZW show to, uh, they came to see, some of their friends and stuff. And I remember sitting down having conversations with them, and finally being able to meet them in person because I've been friends with them on online and everything. Not to mention, like, I've known Maserati for a minute, but we've never been able to meet in person. And so, and I know La Rosa mutually through my nieces, the Renegade twins, you
Mhm.
know. And so this was like a me meeting these women for the first time ever, and the vibes were just amazing. These are also three individuals who, have been killing it in the women's scene in wrestling. God, excuse me. To I rarely take pictures with females because 9 times out of 10 I can't stand females because just how messy and childish they are. And it shouldn't be that way, but it's like that. It's like that in the real world. It's like that in wrestling. You feel me? You win some, you lose some. What you gonna do about it? Uh, but these females, these queens are cool as hell. So I could not pass up the opportunity to take a picture. Plus, I had my pants on with the sides where you can see the legs. So I was like, you know what? Take the picture.
Mhm.
Ow, ow. Like, not every day I could be like, ow. So
Yeah,
this was the ow moment. So I was excited.
awesome. What's Paul London like? I love Paul London and growing up.
Fucking hell. So I have known Paul London since 2006. Um, Paul is Paul. Yo, like, Paul is a fucking sweetheart. Paul is very outspoken. Paul speaks his mind, and it's a hey. Either you love me, if you don't, I don't fucking care, bro. I'm gonna still do me.
Yeah.
Um, and to honestly, Paul is another person. It's a beautiful thing to known Paul as long as I've known him, and he's never changed up on me. Um, Recently when he wrestled Vinny Pacifico at Pro Wrestling Magic, um, that was actually the day that I was wrestling my best friend in Last One Standing during my I guess you could say possessed era.
Mhm.
Um, Craziness, and that was actually the first time me and Paul has been in the locker room to where he's been able to watch my match, and just to get the feedback from him and just everything, man. It was everything to me, and I love Paul so much, and he's an amazing guy, and just for him to go and travel how he does and everything, and it's been so long since I've seen Paul, and he still remembers me, bro, and he still rocks with me, and he just gets lit up like a Christmas tree when he sees me, man. Like that means nothing but oh my god, like it means everything to me, bro. Paul is a sweetheart. If you get to meet Paul, just be like, hey, Ruthless LaLa told me to tell you what's up, and just watch his tangent. Like, yo,
Yeah.
this man sings himself, and I told him he was like, yo, he's like, you guys are Maine. I was like, yeah, we gotta make sure you can get your whole entrance out this time, Paul. He just started laughing at me, just because he sings himself out. So like I always give him shit about it. I was like, yo, at this point, your entrance is damn near longer than the Undertaker's. Like this is the Guinness Book of World Records at this point.
Yeah.
So, but no, Paul is a sweetheart. He's a great guy.
Love to hear it. Yeah, like one of my favorites as a kid. So definitely cool to know that he is as cool as I thought he was. Speaking of cool, we've got a more recent picture here with Mr. Mustafa Ali.
He is so nice, like, and his hands feels like soft, like angel wings. Um, I hate like having this conversation like this because it seems like I'm fangirling, which I am, but it's like
It's okay.
Mustafa is so fucking cool, bro. Like yo, like Mustafa's so awesome, bro. Like he he's just cool, man. Like we sat down and we had a conversation and just like like talking about high flying and wrestling and like him cracking jokes and just oh man, just cool as shit, bro. Like coolest man ever. Just cool. Like there's nothing else to say. Just he's cool as shit, bro. And he was so nice, man. Like, you know, sometimes some of the guys from the E, can, still be decompressing and, not want to be sociable and shit. You know what I'm saying? But him, he was sociable, he was cool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Actually, about no lie, 15 minutes later, which I didn't get one, and like I'm mad that I didn't, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't because y'all would have saw a whole different side of LaLa that y'all didn't need to see. So 10, 15 minutes later, after I took this picture, legitimately I met Nick Nemeth and I almost lost my shit. Like I used to gawk after, like I don't want to say gawk, but I love when he was Dolph Ziggler. You feel me? Like he would come out and he would, like gyrate with the belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, he's showing off the cake, so I'm excited. Because he had rhythm. It wasn't like not every day you get to deal with somebody that has active rhythm. And the dude is a top performer. So, we make eye contact and he's walking by and you just see me. Hi, Mr. Nemeth. He's like, hi. I was like, I love you. Oh my God, yo, like what? He smiled and just kept walking, and it was the greatest shit ever for me. I gave not one fucks. Like I did not care. It was happy as shit.
Yeah, that is awesome. Cool to hear that Mustafa Ali. It's so cool to see what he's doing too.
If he's
Just
killing it, he is killing it. And this shit he's about to have go on with him and Blackheart Leo Rush, it's just about to be nice.
oh yeah, that is going to be great. Um, so we mentioned him earlier, Santana.
No, keep going. I just be clapping because it just I forgot what pictures I sent you.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, I'll let you take over from here. Is that Dan Maff?
yes, that is
Okay,
Dan Moff.
that was a
Dan
bold.
Moff. Yo, Dan Moff is a goofball. You can tag him in this, and like I'll tell him to his face. I don't care. I told Dan I'll punch him in his left titty nipple, and like I give no fucks. I love Dan to death. He's a big teddy bear, but don't let anybody know that I said that because
appearances.
He'll still throw a chair at y'all. Like, I'm good. But you try to go up to this man and be like, hey, Lala said you're a big teddy bear. You call him a teddy bear if you want to. I can get away with that shit. Y'all
Yeah.
can't. Um, this was actually the We Are Wrestling show where this was the weekend where I got hurt.
Yeah.
This was that Friday. It was Prolific against the Audacity tag team tournament qualifier match. And I remember Santana got there early. And I remember asking him if he would watch the match. And he said, yeah, sure. And as we was getting ready, he's like, I'm about to go up. He's like, kill that shit, like gave the fist pump. And I'm just like, this is cool. And then we wrestled, man. And then after we wrestled, we came in the back. He was like, hey, get the other people. And gave us great critiques, gave us good criticism, like good advice. Like I was over the moon happy.
Yeah.
And Moff and Santana go way back, you know what I mean? So, just to have both of them under the roof, I was like, yo, I had to get a picture. You
Oh, yeah.
feel me? Like these guys are, like Santana has, fought his demons and, he's back killing it. He's back, he's killing it, he's grinding, he's shining. Same thing with Moff, you know what I'm saying? Like it's rare you get to see Moff smiling like that. So just, two guys in their elements doing what they do best, definitely need their flowers. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So I love both of those guys.
for
Shout
sure.
out to the both of them.
Yeah, excited to see what Santana does moving forward. Um, he's doing some cool stuff with Impact. Yeah, we'll just have to see for that. Uh, Next picture, you and
So this is my wrestling dad. He has claimed me as his child. You can tag him in this, and he will tell you it to your face. I have been blessed to get the honor of working with Mikey Whipwreck at NYWC. He is a producer, and me and Wolf gets to work with him. Well, not now because you know I'm out. Wolf is still doing his thing, but I don't get to do nothing. And funny fucking story. Uh, I've I don't want to say idolize, but kind of idolize Mikey Whipwreck,
yeah,
for him, Paul Heyman, and Sabu and New Jack were my favorites. Don't get me wrong. I love the Dudley Boys, especially when they was cutting the promos about, you got a mother here that's teaching her daughter how to suck dick. I was like, yo, this shit is nigga. Like, fuck. They I'm gonna watch ECW forever now, but Mikey Whipwreck is one of those people. Oh, and the Blue Meanie. Yo, he is so nice, by the way. I just
yeah,
kept smiling when I met him. Like Brian is so nice. And he gives the best hugs. Like
yeah.
just the best hugs in the whole wide world. So I did not know that Mikey Whipwreck was a producer there. So as I'm talking to the owner, I'm talking to Shane, he's like, yeah, I was telling Mikey, and I was like, Mikey who? He was like, Whipwreck. I was like, he's here? He's like, he just fucking went past you. I said, fucking where?
Mhm.
And then like I was like, holy shit. I said, Shane, introduce me to this man. He's like, you go. I said, Shane, introduce me to this man, bro.
Mhm.
So he takes me by, he introduced me to Mikey, hey, this is LaLa, this is the girl I was telling you about, we're gonna do big things. And, he was just like, hey, nice to meet you. And like we started talking about, what he wanted out of me that day. And off the rip, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna trust you. He said, I'm gonna trust your judgment. He said, you do what you think is best. He said, but now I'm a straight shooter. If it's shit, you won't hear me when you come through that curtain. I was like, bet. Came through the curtain, he was like, easy peasy, that's what I needed. He's like, Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun. He was like, I don't know how you feel about this, but you're my kid now. And I was like, eek, I'm excited. Yeah. So to get the opportunity to work with Mikey Whipwreck, an ECW fucking legend,
Oh yeah.
uh, and he loves my gimmick. He loves, everything that me and Wolf does. That's a mark out moment for me, man. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, it's okay to mark out. I think that's an important thing that people need to hear. You've mentioned Wolf, the picture you shared of you guys on the apron. Um, I know you guys, like, I know how important he is to you and how, like, solidified you guys are as a team. So I'll give you the floor to kind of.
Man, like I like you have sometimes you have people in this business that say that you're your friends, but then time shows that that's a lie. You know what I mean? There's times where you have people in your life that say that they're your family, but these are the same people that throw you under the bus because they're jealous of you. You know what I mean? And want to lie on you and get people against you. So he's from the north and I'm from the south, legit. Um, and I've known Wolf his whole wrestling career, like through the bad matches, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything. Like this has been my A1 day one. And that's why I say, wrestling Darius when I wrestled Darius and just getting a match with Darius meant everything to me as well because there was only two people trying to get me in New York booked. And that was Wolf and that was Darius. Those are the only two people back in the day that was trying to get me up here to New York. And even when everything happened and all the bullshit and the craziness with, people changing up and trying to accuse me of things that I didn't do, um, he didn't change up. Didn't change up. No matter how much people have went to him and been like, why you still fucking with her? And, throw dirt on my name. Like, he's never changed up on me. He's always had my back. He's always been there for me. I didn't know that, he wanted me to be the first lady of Prolific, the group that he created. It means a lot to me that he wanted me to be the first lady of Prolific and that he entrusted me to rock his colors and to represent his brand. Um, he's not just my best friend when we're wrestling, he's my best friend outside the ring. Like he calls me to make sure my mental is together. I've been a I have not been the best person to deal with since I've broken my hip.
Mhm.
I will massively admit that I am not in a happy mood. Um, and I don't feel happy. So I'm very angry and I'm very frustrated. And so I'm not the best person to deal with. And I know that my temper and my attitude right now is very, very it's crazy. you
Mhm.
know. But yet still he doesn't change up on me. He has my back. He calls me and checks up on me, be like, hey, I get it. It's gonna get better. It's shit right now. I understand, but it's going to get better. We have to stay the course. I'm here for you. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this. And I think that's the thing that people don't understand. I don't look at Prolific as a faction. I look at it as a family because we're there for each other inside and outside that ring. I don't believe that I would still be able to wrestle how I wrestle or still be able to be here to wrestle if I didn't have Isaiah in my corner, having my back and constantly giving me positivity and picking me up when I can't pick my own self up. So I just think it's really cool to where when we do come out and we're wrestling together as a team, we never talked about our entrance. We never talk about it. We've never talked about our interests, and we just come out and just do our own shit. So I love this picture because it had actually caught us right as he has this little thing that he does when he gets ready to get in the ring or he gets ready to get on the apron. I just call him Happy Feet. It's like he got like a P Valley thing
Yeah.
to where like he slides his leg and then he like slides up. And I'm just like, I call it P Valley. I do. Like I don't care. Like sometimes he be doing stripper moves and I just make fun of him because it's funny. And so just the way he did that and the way I slid up on the ring, which you can go and watch this on Title Match. Um, it was just beautiful and it was just perfect. You know what I'm saying? Plus you see me just in my zone and he's like business. It's just, for me it's
Yeah.
the perfect picture because it describes our personalities inside and outside the ring, to be honest. Um he is a character, but when it's time to work, he's straight, like focused. Me, on the other hand, I'm focused, but I'm more of wanting to clown around and have fun because I've been serious 90% of my wrestling career. And so now I just want to have fun. He's still young. He hasn't hit his fucking double digit years yet. You feel me? So like he's about to like this year, but fuck that. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about me. And like I've been doing it for 21 fucking years. So like
Yeah.
I want to have fun now. So this describes us inside and outside the ring, and he's my A1 day one. He's my best friend. And I have his back. I may want to choke him and beat him up sometimes, but and I'm pretty sure the feelings is mutual. But I have his back until my last breath. He's always been there and rocked for me, and I'm going to repay him in that same kind and then some, because having friends that ride or die with you in this business, that don't backstab you and actually lifts you up and wants to be at the top with you, and y'all all getting money and eating and everything. It's a beautiful thing
Yeah.
instead of having to worry about getting stabbed, I'm saying, in the back and in the front and in the side.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty sure when he sees this, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna tag him in it, he's gonna roll his eyes. But like I love that guy. Like it's I'm going through so much, man, and it's like I'm trying not to do it because, like, like I'm not trying to be like a crybaby, but like I'm going through so much to where like I just want to give up and I want to go home and I just want to say, you know what, y'all can have it, bro. Like I'm just so tired and drained and just the doubts and everything, and like he keeps me together, and he gives me those hey, we got this. And if I didn't have a good friend like him push me to continue and to just have a positivity and just keep pushing forward, like I wouldn't still be here. I wouldn't be the first lady of Prolific. I wouldn't be everybody's favorite auntie. You know what I mean? Because like people see me smile 90% of the time, but like he gets to see everything, and it's just when people see me smiling, I'm crying because like I'm going through so much that I can't speak on. You know what I'm saying? Because of the backlash or because of the bullshit that comes when you give facts about people who proceeded to be something that they're not.
Yeah.
It's a lot that I have to keep on the inside. Why motherfuckers get to go and be wild, and it gets very frustrating.
Mm.
And to have somebody that I can talk to it with, and I know it stays there and it doesn't go anywhere, and we have conversations and he's just there. Like it means the most to me to have a best friend like that. And I would suggest everybody to get a best friend like that, because having somebody that's going to be there and tell you what you need to hear, not
Mm.
what you want to hear, but what you need to hear to make you better than what you were the day before, is what we need more in this world. And I am forever grateful for Isaiah.
Yeah. Well put. I do
Oh,
agree.
which by the way, I'm super proud of him because it was just announced
Mm.
this Saturday at Best of the Best. First time ever. It would be Isaiah Wolf versus Troy Parker versus motherfucking Kenta. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Fucking excited.
Yeah.
Uh knees versus knees. So I'm really like
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm really proud. Like I'm stressed. I'm bummed, but I'm really proud to see my best friend eating and getting what he deserves. It sucks that I can't walk around how I'm going to walk around, but I am going to be there. I'm going to have my walker. I am not going to not be in his corner and be there for him. This is a big opportunity for him, and I'm going to be there, walker and broke hip and all, to be there for my best friend and to cheer him on, for him to advance and kill it.
Of course, yeah, that's super awesome match. Kenta definitely a cool dude. I just think about how he hates CM Punk and like
Yep,
yeah, that kind of person. Like regardless of what your thoughts on CM Punk is, but somebody who's like that okay with like having that kind of feel like some Kendrick Lamar Drake shit. Like I love
that is some Kendrick Lamar Drake shit. It legitimately is because the last show, when he wrestled Griffin McCoy, he was able to watch us wrestle. And I remember we like talked shit and I shot the shit with him. Uh I don't know if I sent you those pictures of me and Kenta. I don't know.
it.
But yeah, man, we talked and I was like, "Yo, I want to wrestle you one day." He's like, "Me come back and kick your ass?" Yes. I was like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna show you what this Larry do, goddamn it. So like Kenta's a dope ass person. He's cool as shit, man. Like to meet Kenta and to just and he's a sneakerhead, bro. Yo, Kenta is that guy, bro. He is cool
Yeah,
as shit, man. Like I love Kenta, bro. Like nothing but mad love and respect to him. I can't wait to see him this weekend.
awesome. Learn something new every day.
He's gonna talk shit though when he see me with the walker. Be like, "How can we fight?" Like, don't do it. I'll hit you with my good leg.
I've got a weapon in my hand right now. Yeah, you ever been hit with a walker?
Walker.
Yeah, awesome. This last
And like Derice, yo, this guy right here, let me tell you about him. Cool as shit, bro. Like, oh my god. I got to meet him in person, and it's so funny because the first time I got to meet him in person was when he went up against Isaiah Wolf at CZW,
Mhm.
and I was out there with him, and I got to talk so much shit to Derice. And actually, the opening match was me and O'Shea, and off the rip, like right out the tailgate, I fucking larried the fuck out of O'Shea. And I remember we went back upstairs, and I had asked him if he had watched the match, and he was like, "Bro, the lariat bumbleclot," and like yo, like I just lost my shit because like just like the thick accent that he has
Yeah,
and the way he said it, I just lost it, and I was just like, yo, this is the greatest shit ever, bro. Man like Derice is by far one of the coolest people ever. He's a massive, great character. It's great to see him here. In the States. He watched Wolf's move, the move that he actually gave him, which is the 7 pounds of pressure.
mhm.
I remember he told him he's like, I'm gonna go overseas and bro, I'm taking it with me across the pond and I'm gonna call it 8 pounds of pressure, 8.5 pounds of pressure, and so I got to see Derice again, WrestleMania weekend. The homie got to see him again and just cool as shit. He lost his voice, man.
Yeah,
But he had a blast. He did like a fucking spot with Viva Van at the GCW clusterfuck. I think it was the Joey Janela spring break.
yeah.
This shit was so hilarious. I told him, I said, bro, you are hell, son. Like you are hell, bruv. Like he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And like if you are on the card with man like Derice, make sure to say hi to that guy. Like he's cool as shit, man. Like one of the coolest people ever.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. And this is the last picture that we have. This has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it, taking a stroll down memory lane and kind of bringing us back up to where we are current day. Uh, I applaud everybody to go and support Lala, watch her Twitch, buy her merch, send her words of encouragement. Just let her know that that we're all thinking of her. Send positive vibes. Um, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. Uh, we are in your corner. We are Team Lala all day. So thank you so much, and really wishing you the best.
Thank you for having me, man. Like truthfully, like I massively do appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support.
Yeah, I hope this was able to give you a little bit of sunshine on a rainy day.
Very much so. Very much so. A lot of good laughs that I was able to explain that I've never been able to explain before. And people see the picture like, what? Like, yeah, you
Yeah,
know. Wait, was this the last picture?
it was the last picture. Yeah,
Hey, let's go.
awesome. But yeah, this is super fun. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're here rooting for you. You're gonna come back. You're gonna be better than ever. And we gotta see you fucking take Kenta's head off. So uh,
Definitely.
we gotta see that. But yeah, you have a great night, and we'll catch you later.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.